The villagers said the old manor at the edge of the forest breathed, not in the way animals did, but in a slow, patient way, as if the stones themselves were waiting. When fog crept through the trees at dusk, it gathered around the iron gates and lingered, reluctant to leave. No one had entered the manor for years, and no one wished to try. No one, except Ilara. Ilara lived in a narrow house above her father's bookshop, where the smell of ink and paper followed her like a second shadow. She was known in the village as Beauty, though she never cared for the name. It felt like something that could be taken away. Books, however, could not. They stayed exactly as they were, waiting to be opened. Her father, Tomas, was a merchant of stories more than goods. He traded leather-bound volumes for jars of honey and repaired spines for travelers passing through. When winter came early one year and trade grew thin, Tomas decided to travel beyond the forest to seek rare books he could sell in the city. "I will be back in 3 days," he promised, pressing a kiss to Ilara's hair. He did not return. On the 4th night, Ilara pulled on her cloak, took a lantern, and followed the old road into the forest. The trees thickened, their branches knitting together until moonlight barely touched the ground. When the path vanished, the manor appeared, rising from the fog like a thought given shape. The gates were open. Inside, the manor was warm, lit by candles that flared to life as Ilara stepped forward. Long tables were set with food that steamed gently, untouched. Exhausted and afraid, she ate, then slept in a chair by the fire. A growl woke her. The beast stood at the edge of the hall, taller than any man, his form a living contradiction of fur and sorrow. His eyes were gold and sharp, but something weary lived behind them. "You have taken from my house," he said. "Now you must pay." Ilara's hands shook, but she lifted her chin. "My father came this way. Have you seen him?" The beast hesitated, then turned aside. "He is alive, but you may not both leave." Silence stretched between them like a taut thread. "Take me," Ilara said. "Let him go." The beast studied her, as if the idea puzzled him. At last he nodded once. "So be it." Her father wept when the beast released him at dawn. Ilara did not look back as the gates closed behind her. Life in the manor followed strange rules. The beast gave her a room filled with books, shelves so tall they required ladders. He never entered without permission. At meals, he sat at the far end of the table, eating quickly as though ashamed to be seen. Days passed. Ilara explored endless corridors and gardens that bloomed despite the cold. At night, she heard the manor breathe, steady and calm. One evening, she found the beast in the library, struggling to turn a page with claws not meant for paper. "May I?" she asked. He flinched, but nodded. As she read aloud, the beast listened, utterly still. When she finished, he asked quietly, "Do you think stories can change people?" "Yes," Ilara said, "if we let them." Something in his gaze softened. Seasons shifted. Ilara learned that the beast had once been Prince Ulrich, ruler of the land. A traveler had come to his door during a storm, asking for shelter. Ulrich, proud and cruel, had turned her away. The traveler had been a sorceress, and she cursed him to wear the shape his heart had chosen. The spell said love could undo it, the beast said one night, but love does not grow in cages. Ilara looked at the windows, which had no bars. "Then open the door." "I cannot," he replied. "Not yet." That winter, Ilara fell ill. Fever stole her strength, and the manor dimmed with her. The beast stayed by her side, reading in a rough, halting voice, as if each word were a promise. When she recovered, she realized something had changed. The beast smiled more easily. The halls felt brighter. Then the mirrors showed her father, frail and alone. "Please," Ilara begged, "let me go to him. I will return." The beast closed his eyes. When he opened them, they shone with pain. "You may go," he said. "But if you do not come back, the manor will fade, and so will I." Ilara returned to the village, where her father embraced her as if she were made of breath and hope. But the villagers had heard rumors of a monster. Led by a hunter named Rowan, they marched towards the forest with torches and fear. Ilara ran. She reached the manor as flames licked the gates. Rowan lunged at the beast, who did not fight back. "Stop!" Ilara cried, placing herself between them. Rowan's blade struck true anyway. The beast fell. Ilara knelt, tears blurring her sight. "You are not a monster. You are kind. You are patient. You are loved." The words seemed to echo, carried by the breathing walls, by the books, by the garden beyond the windows. Light spilled through the cracks in the stone. The beast's form shimmered, fur giving way to skin, claws to hands. Ulrich lay before her, human once more, breathing. The villagers fled in awe and fear. When Ulrich woke, he laughed, a sound of disbelief and wonder. "You came back." "Of course," Ilara said. "This is where my story belongs." The manor opened its gates to the world. Ulrich ruled not as a prince above his people, but among them. Ilara filled the halls with books and voices, and if you listen carefully, when the candles burn low, you can still hear the manor breathe, content.